Hello friends, and welcome back to another episode of the Dirt to Daytona Career Mode series. So last episode did not go very well. I think we ran 4 races and crashed in like 3 of the 4. There's a bunch of stuff that I can blame all that on, but it happens. So I've made some changes to my steering wheel and pedal setup. I'm probably gonna throw some pictures on the screen now. I was having issues with braking because the G920 has like a rubber stopper that goes in the brake pedal. It's supposed to help simulate realistic braking, but basically you can brake to about 60%. It makes it impossible to use the brake pedal properly without it literally pushing your chair back. So I think all those pictures are on the screen right now. So I did a little modification, took out the stopper inside the brake spring, and I've done some testing with it. The brakes feel a lot better now. So enough excuses, let's hop into the next race. Of course, we're not doing the dirt races anymore, so we'll go ahead and skip that, and we'll head to Elk River Raceway. Yeah, last episode I said the 4 top 5s would be easy, and we'd probably get close to that just in the first episode, and that didn't happen. Also, I repainted the car. I'm going to chalk up all those bad finishes too. I got rid of the Flames paint scheme, so we will have a Flames paint scheme from now on. I think it looks a lot cooler anyways. I totally forgot this is like the mini Pocono. So you've got basically like a triangle shaped racetrack. Ooh, we just dropped down to 3rd, so definitely gonna want to make a gearing change to start out, but we were only half a second slower. I was gonna say we were only half a second slower than our previous best lap, and that was with us, you know, pulling out of the pit lane, so this should be a good lap, but that clutch failure definitely isn't gonna help this lap time. I do wonder if you're not shifting how much a clutch failure really is a problem. It downshifted just fine there. Very strange. Okay, so we've gotten faster, but like this car has been sitting back at the shop for weeks preparing for this race. We don't even finish a lap. We've got a clutch failure. I guess in this game, you haven't like bought crew members yet at this level. So I guess it's just like me and the boys are putting the car together. So I guess I can't really get mad, but oh well. All right, I went ahead and I shortened up the gear. So let's see if we can get faster and maybe if our clutch can last more than a lap. I'm also really trying to not hit people. I know that, you know, there was definitely some bad luck in the last episode, but my goodness, there was also a whole lot of just me bumping into people and then stuff breaking, and that can't happen. I'm pretty sure I made the gear taller instead of shortening it because I am dumb and don't know how to work on car. But we did get faster, so that's a positive, but like I don't even think we revved to 7,000 this time. Yeah, we didn't even hit 7,000 going into the corner. So I'm gonna go ahead and undo what I just did because I are dumb. And I pressed the wrong button. All right, practice round 3. I think the gear is changed the right way now. And I thought I was hot merging. That Waffle House car just turned right. I also do want to get a decently long run, you know, 5 or so laps run through before I make any decisions on changing other aspects of the car setup. I just hate, you know, making it really tight or really loose and then realizing in the race that I went the wrong way. So I think we've still not barely cracked 7,000 RPMs. So I think we can make a pretty big change on the gear. And we're still not as fast as our fastest lap just yet. Overdid it on the brakes just a little bit there. Ooh, I think we just went like 4 wide there. So the car feels alright. I think I'm gonna take one more swing at the gear change, run a couple of laps, and then if that feels good, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and qualify. Like, it's wrapping the bottom pretty well, it's not darting up the track.
That was your best lap ever.
Yeah, and we're getting faster as the run goes on, which I think is pretty typical of our performance. So yeah, I'll finish out this lap, change the gear, and then hope for the best. Oh, we threaded the needle right there. Just tapped the wall. That seemed abnormally long to start the car. I hope that doesn't foreshadow another problem about to happen. Alright, we're getting a little closer to 8,000. I think we might be headed in the right direction for that gear change. I think I lifted too big though, so we might not get a great run out of here. Thought I was gonna catch the wall for a second. We're good. Everything's fine. We definitely do seem to have pretty good corner speed as well. I might add even a little more gear, just because like we're still not revving that high. I'm not gonna run any more practice though. I'm gonna do that quick change and then I think I'll just go ahead and qualify at that point. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and hop into qualifying. Alright, I think we're probably top 5 based on the times we've run so far. Hopefully I don't blow this qualifying lap. We've had a couple bad starts recently, which has definitely hurt the race pace, because I end up damaging the car just trying to get through the slow cars, and obviously that's me just needing to better my racecraft in this game, but alright, that seemed like a pretty good corner. Alright, the red line, or the shift light, was a smidge lower than I expected, so I am going to go back on that change I did, just so I don't overdo it in the race. Alright, that's everybody. So thankfully we qualified in an odd number, so we get to start on the bottom, because a lot of these tracks starting on top you're guaranteed to lose a couple places. So stoked on that. I'm gonna go ahead and put the gear back where it was before, and then we'll hop in the race. Alright, so I made that quick change. Let's go ahead and see how we can do. And I love that Valvoline paint scheme with like the Mark Martin numbers. Looks so good. And yeah, like we were way faster than the Cracker Barrel car in practice, so I have a feeling we should be able to run pretty well. Our car definitely takes a couple laps to take off, but I think we have good long run speed. So as long as I can keep the car clean, not run into anybody, I think we'll be okay. Honestly, if we can just hold on to a top 5, that would be such a confidence booster for how this season's gone so far. It's really funny watching how the cars render. Like the guys in second and third, their tires have gone away and then they just appear, and then like the guy in fourth, his Nerf bars disappear and then come back when I get close. So this is a pretty short race. I didn't realize it'd be this short, but we have gapped 6th, so as long as we don't do anything silly, I definitely think we'll be top 5. Alright, so passing on the top might not be our strong suit. I think I should be able to get a pretty good... Yeah, I had to lift a little bit. Thought we could get a good run off this corner, but don't think so. I might be able to dive bomb into one. Alright. Stayed off the apron, stayed close. I think we might be able to go for it next lap. Ooh. I braked way too hard. That is the downside of the brake pedal modification I did, is I'm still kind of learning how hard to press it. So you can overpress the gas pedal, but I'd rather overdo it than not brake hard enough and then slam into somebody and tear up my car and finish 20th.
Last lap.
Alright, it was the final lap. I believe I'm just gonna hang out in 5th, not try anything dumb. Yeah, we've still got 2 seconds over the guy behind us. So overall, not a super exciting race. Wasn't able to pass anybody, but
Nice work, kid.
hey, We were able to finish in top 5. We got one of our top 5s for our yearly goal, which is huge. That money will really help. Oh, they're wrecking. That was me wrecking, I think. I guess I'm showing displeasure with the guy in front of me at the end of the race. So there are your finishing results. Definitely did us some good in the championship to finish top 5. I know we were sitting like outside the top 10. I honestly didn't even want to look at the beginning of this episode because I know how bad last episode went, but we should be in better standing now. And we were able to make $11,000, so that's nice to just bank money away for Truck Series when we get there. What a race. Austin Cannon stole the show. Many analysts feel that Cannon could possibly make a run for the championship with continued improvement and new sponsorship. I mean, with how this season started, I don't know if we're making a run for the championship, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna go for it, but it might take us 3 seasons like it did in the dirt cars as well, but we'll see. All right, so that jumped us up to 9th in the season standings. So super stoked on that. And that gives us our first top 5 on the year. So we are 142 points back from first, so it's definitely possible. We've got, that was our 5th race, so 6 left. We would have to outscore Anderson, York, Sullivan, all those guys by over 20 points a race. So I'm not gonna say I can't do it, but I'm definitely not gonna bet money on it. All right, so we've got 28,000 now in available funds. There was only really one upgrade that we could do. It was suspension, and it was like $57,000. So again, I don't know if it's going to be worth doing for this series or if we should just bank that money away for when we move into the truck series, kind of like we did, you know, in the dirt series, banking money away for the modifieds. So let's see what's next on the calendar. So this brings us to the end of May. Denison Speed Rome. And thankfully we do have that one top 5 finish now. So that puts us that much closer to the goal. We've got 6 races left to finish top 5 in half of them. All right, so our best lap here before was a 12.6. So let's see what we can do. All right, we ran a 13.1, but we didn't have that full lap of run up. Ooh, that was almost bad. It looks like whatever happened, they got it cleared up. I'm gonna guess that 12.6 we probably ran, you know, 5 or 6 laps into a run. Yeah, there we go. We just ran a 12.8 on our 4th lap. So it definitely seems the car starts pretty tight and then builds a little looser. I have a feeling passing on the bottom is really the only way you're going to pass anybody here. Ooh, clip the wall just a little bit. Yeah, that did some damage. So yeah, even just that little bit of contact can cause problems. So I definitely have to keep that in mind and keep myself away from other people. Look at that tire temperature. So the inside of my right front not looking too hot. I think that means we might be over cambered, so I might want to look into making a change there. I don't know how long the race is, but I feel like it probably can't be longer than this practice session we've just run. So I'm gonna make a couple changes and then see how it feels. All right, made a couple quick changes. Let's hop back out and see if I made it worse. Alright, 69 is the championship leader, so I feel like if I can not let him run away too far, then we've got a pretty good car. Man, he's going all over the place trying to make passes. Alright, definitely making our lap times a little better. I just tried to make the car a bit looser off of the corner since we were kind of shooting up at the fence coming off the turns. Had to let off a good bit there to make sure we didn't knock the wall down. But yeah, we just ran 2 mid-high 12s, so we've got a new best lap ever. So I'd say productive. And it looks like I'm running ugly corners because I'm paying attention to the tack to make sure we're not revving too high. But I think we're kind of right on the money with that. So I'm gonna go ahead and qualify. All right, let's see how everybody else is doing. Yeah, 12.5. Definitely not gonna beat that. Took me quite a few laps to even get to the 12.6 range, so we'll see what we can do. Oh, definitely tight out of the corner. Yeah, that could have been a lot better. I had to do a couple big lifts coming out of 4. Alright, so we dropped down to 6th. Bummer that we'll have to start on the outside, but oh well. Let's see what we can do. Hope we don't tear the car up. So yeah, our championship leader is starting on the outside of the front row. So I just don't see us being able to make the points up to get the championship this year with how bad we started. But crazier things have happened. I almost pulled it off the second season in dirt, but some of that was from me wrecking the guy leading the championship. But let's go.
It's set. The race is going green. There's the green flag.
Seems like we got a pretty decent start gear in it. Oh, I'm trying not to run into him. Thankfully, we were able to get down. Ooh. Oh, he plugged a hole that wasn't really there. But alright, we just dropped back to 7th. We just gotta make 2 passes. And yeah, so our championship leader started on the second, or started first in the outside row. Dropped all the way back to 5th place within like a lap and a half. So we are in the top 5 now. Got 11 laps to go. Maybe he can lead us through a couple guys in front. Ooh, that was not pretty.
10 laps to go.
So Anderson is driving away from us just a little bit, but we are putting a little bit of time on the guys behind us. So at the very least, with no issues, like that big lift there just scared me pretty good. But hoping we can stay in the top 5. Got a lap car up here. Hopefully we can get around him with ease. Alright, that wasn't too bad. There is a lot of lab traffic in front of us, so that gives us opportunities to make passes if it slows other guys down, but also it gives us the opportunity to get past if we get slowed down. So like 2 guys running side by side is definitely not.
5 laps to go.
Oh, come on, bro. That's not. That's ridiculous. If we lose our top 5 because of that, I'm mad. Oh yeah, I'm mad. And like, how does he have the grip to even make the turn when he's like, that was just a straight line entry into the turn. Oh, come on, Cracker Barrel guy, hold him up. Hold him up, hold him up. Oh, I hope that didn't tear the car up. Yeah, I'm done with that guy. I haven't really been wrecking people much, but I think that one was very well deserved.
Nice work, kid.
Yeah, finished 14th. All right, so there's the race results. Yeah, the championship leader gained on us by 15 this round, so I just don't think the math is going to work out for us to make up that ground, but stranger things have happened. Plus, if he moves me and I spin him out, you know, we'll definitely gain some points there. So we did get another 11,000 this weekend, so super stoked on that. What a race. Yeah, basically the same thing as last time. We stole the show, keep an eye on us, we can make a run for the championship, blah blah blah. So we are 10th in the standings. Oh, I guess Oakenfold must have jumped us. I'm gonna say, weren't we 9th? But that's fine. So yeah, we're now 150 something out of first. So it would be like 30 points a week we'd have to make up on Anderson to take that championship. But on the bright side, 2 top 5s in a row. super stoked. All right, so I am going to end today's episode off here. I know this one was a little bit shorter than the last one, but that one, I didn't want to end on a bad note, and then we still had to end on a bad note. This episode, 2 5th place finishes in a row. We're halfway now to our season goal of 4 top 5s on the year. We're back in the top 10 in points. We've got some money in the bank. So I'd say we're doing well. I definitely attribute all of it to getting the flame paint job back on. So that's definitely staying for sure. But I just want to say thank you for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope that I catch you in the next one. Peace.